Hey, what's up guys? Hope everyone's doing good, having a good morning or night or whatever it is when you're watching this video. But here's the flare from where we left off. I got impatient so I took it off yesterday, but it is a lot more rigid than before. Like, literally does not flex anymore, which is good, I suppose. As you can see, the paper had to be ripped off. But that'll just be sanded off because we still have to sand this. As you can see, there's a pretty big difference between the actual lip and the resin, but that'll just be sanded. The one thing I love now is how perfectly straight it is. Like, look how straight that edge is now. It's perfect. Unlike before where it was all wrinkly and crap. It's like the smartest thing I've done is just lay it down flat like that. So now I'm basically going to go ahead and trim this around. I'm going to go ahead and measure. I really don't know. I want to say an inch. I really don't know if that's maybe 0.75. It does get, this is the back of the car, this is the front. It does get thinner towards the front by the looks of it. It might be like 0.5 of an inch and then 0.75 all around or something. But I'll go quickly cut that, measure the dots, cut it, and then after that we can start sanding this edge down so it can kind of contour into this, and then later on we can probably start today putting bondo on, because I don't think I'm going to do the other flare today. I'm just going to continue on this one till I get it pretty good, or at least till, you know, I'm happy with it. as you can see, the flare is looking a lot better. Well, not right now. I literally just probably went through about 4 or 5 putting on bondo sanding, etc. sessions, because the battery ended up dying and I went to go charge it. I've just been doing this. It's not really much to see, but I just put on the last layer. As you can see, I literally covered all the sections in bondo. I fixed that there was like a flat spot here. I kind of fixed it, and then I actually added it to the corner right here, which I'm going to smooth out for a perfect corner, but this thing might be ready to mount. I would say tomorrow, just because I'm probably going to have to literally lay it like this, and then make the little L-shaped brackets that come off of this, that there's going to be a screw going through the flare, or through the bracket into the body, holding the flare on, and then I'll be able to mold it from the inside and the outside. And then I'll keep the screws on there just so, for whatever reason, it doesn't fall off. I mean, I don't see it being able to fall off, but in, you know, some weird circumstance. So I'm going to go and do the final round of sanding. I'm sure there's going to be like some little tiny imperfections that need to be filled, so I'll probably take care of those too, but should be finishing up the flare today. See a good sanding session. It's a little bit rough around there. That's really it. Let me put it down to show you. Ignored this piece because this piece is still going to have to be extended this much later on, and that's where the side skirt's going to sit, and it has to kind of wrap around it neatly. Gave it a little once over with gray primer, just so it looks more like a fender piece than it does a random mixed coloration thing. Also, a lot of you guys were like really concerned about the black 3D like 1/18 scale model I showed you. Yeah, that was just off of Google Images, just a show. I literally just typed in 3 GTR 1/18. The model he has is the right one, trust me. It's a 2001 GTR. It's exactly the same body as the Need for Speed car, so it's identical and everything. I don't know. So yeah, guys, hopefully you guys like that. Today was like pretty much just a sand video, because that's all that was really left on the flare. I don't know, I like it. I know that the radius, you know, the actual outside edge still needs to be trimmed. With that giant grinder and the giant blade, it's really hard to get like a good cut going all around. So I'm actually either gonna have to find my old Dremel, which should be here, and probably buy a blade for it, or just buy a Dremel. And you know, with a Dremel, it's a lot easier to get a perfect cut because it's such a small blade. And then that's gonna be that flare. I realized I could probably incorporate just 4 molds of that same flare and then extend or modify the flares for the front to fit the fenders, because I'm probably going to keep the metal fenders since they fit so much better on the car. So I think it should make it easier, especially if you're doing, because it's going to roughly be like, I think, because the fender ends right there, so I think it would be, and then I know the line would have to come very close to the actual hood line. Be something like that, if that makes sense. But I can definitely probably reuse 4 flares and just modify the ones for the front very heavily to fit and whatnot. So next I'm probably gonna go ahead and I guess start working on the other side. I don't know, or I should probably figure out how to mount this. I might be lazy on the gas filler for now, just because the gas cap I can trim it more, and you saw guys how it like comes off. Like I can only move it a little bit and then take it fully off. I might just use that for now, just because a dry brake fuel filler is not really in the budget right now, so to say, because obviously I don't really work right now. I just kind of rely off YouTube and stuff for the material costs of building this, just to get it done quicker and stuff. But I enjoy my life a little bit better this way. Well, a lot better. But basically, from this side, so this is the lip, this is the side that it's actually going to be mounted on. I might make like these elbow brackets out of fiberglass, or use metal and resin them to the flare, and then it'll have like 4 points throughout the flare where it screws into the body from underneath, and then on the outside it molds in. It's supposed to rain tonight. I don't know about tomorrow, but I mean, regardless, I can kind of do this even with bad weather, just because a lot of it is modifying the flare on the inside. Anyways, that's going to be it for today. I'll see you guys tomorrow in the next video. Be sure to like, subscribe, share with your friends. The more views this gets, the better it is for me doing this on my own.